Get ready with me as I rank all of the cities that I've been to in 12 hours or less. I do a thing called day trips where I fly into a new city and then fly home within the same day so I can sleep in my own bed. Honestly, these day trips started because I was tired of waiting around for someone to come with me. No one's got time for that, and I wanted to see the world. And I've actually gone on 11 day trips. I can't even believe it's been that many. And they've completely changed my life because it's made me realize how much you can get done in one day, and it's just brought me so much confidence. Most of the cities I haven't been to, and all of them are within the US so far. I think my number one was for sure Chicago, and I think it's because I was just so shocked at how much I loved it. Like, I absolutely would move there. I don't know if it was from the movies or the TV shows I watched, but I just thought that it was gonna be very dingy and there was gonna be a lot of crime, but I felt so safe. The architecture was insane. Number two was Washington, D.C. because of the cherry blossoms. It really was a once-in-a-lifetime experience because you could only see it for that week, and it seriously felt so magical, and there's just so much to do in D.C. And coming in at number three, which I forgot in my last day trip ranking, was New York. New York during Christmas time is unlike anything I've ever seen before. Going to the Rockettes was the best part. Ever since I started doing day trips, it's made me say yes to so many different experiences. There's so many artists that are touring right now, and I love to go to concerts. And if you're trying to save money on tickets, I actually have a code for SeatGeek, which is what I use to buy all of my concert tickets and just event tickets in general. So if you're taking a weekend trip or a day trip or just somewhere local in your city, you can use my code Kaylee10 to get 10% off your SeatGeek tickets. Being in at number four is Mount Rushmore, which is my most recent day trip that I was on. Mount Rushmore has always been on my bucket list, but I never saw myself in South Dakota. So I feel like it was number four because it was crazy how breathtaking it was. I still can't believe humans carved that into a mountain. Number five would be Pensacola, Florida. I loved that trip. That was my second day trip. I literally sat at the beach all day. It was so incredible. And then after Florida, I would say San Diego. It was just beautiful everywhere and just like looking at the ocean. Nashville, I've been to before, but is one of my favorite cities ever. Love the cowboy hats. I loved going to the Country Music Hall of Fame. Did a bunch of different excursions there. I do feel like though Nashville is very much a night city, so I wish I would have stayed later. And then I would say Atlanta. I did not expect to love Atlanta as much as I did, but everything is all in like one little block. I did the aquarium. I got to go to the original Chick-fil-A, and then I got to go to the World of Coke. So all like really fun things. And then I would say New Orleans, which was the most unique one, but I think it was more of a food tour, and their food was hands down the best food out of any day trip. And then second to last, I would say, is Walt Disney World in Florida. I have been to Disney World so many times, but it's just not the same when you go alone. That is like the one day trip that I'm like, okay, I wish I wouldn't have gone alone to. And last but not least, and this is probably gonna be a shocker, is Denver. But I really think it's because it was my first one. I was working out all the kinks, but it did make me want to go back to Red Rocks so I could see a concert. But if anything, these day trips have just taught me life is so much bigger when you stop waiting around for other people. And I've gotten to see 11 different cities I never would have seen. Love you guys. Bye.